joyful, and welcome to Merrill Gymnasium on the campus of Dracut High School. Tonight, the Lady Middies host the Cathedral Panthers. The Panthers come in 10th in Massachusetts and 3rd in the Catholic Central Large School Division. The two teams ahead of them are number 2 ranked St. Mary's of Lynn and number 6 ranked Bishop Vian, which has beaten the Cathedral Panthers twice this season. The host Middies are 9-7, but don't let that deceive you. They're 6-2 in the MVC, having lost to the 4th ranked Andover Golden Warriors and Methuen Rangers on Tuesday evening. The Ella Rasses are the number 15th ranked Worcester South, number 18th ranked Bridgewater Raynham last week, and New Hampshire's number 1 ranked Bishop Girton Cardinals. The ladies have been testing their mettle against the best teams in Massachusetts and New Hampshire this year, led by St. Michael's commit Ashley Talbot. Don't be afraid, Brody Gannon, Emma Felker, and a host of other middies are here to help out Talbot in her final season as a Dracut Middie. We're moments away from action, and I'm happy to be joined by Mr. Mike Dodds in the truck, but also the highlight guy, Jason Roby, who also happens to be the voice of BG Cardinals basketball.
I've been called a lot worse, so thanks very much, Mike. It's good to be here, and this is a Dracut team that I've had the opportunity to cover a number of times. It's a team that plays with their hair on fire, back and forth, up and down the court. It's going to be like looking in a mirror tonight. This is a Cathedral team out of Boston that likes to run a Sweet 16 team a year ago in Division IV. Massachusetts, MIAA, they are currently ranked number 1 in their division at that level. Meanwhile, this Dracut team, as you mentioned, they are 7th in the MVC, or in the MIAA Division II. We're meeting the starters right now for this Cathedral team, and this is just a team that's going to go up and down the court. And I had an opportunity to talk to the head coach earlier today, Coach Clinton Lassiter, and I said, what are your goals? Quite frankly, win it all, but most importantly, evolve as young adults. And those are things that you like to hear a coach say about his program.
Very definitely. I mean, athletics on any level is about developing character and learning teamwork.
About to meet the Dracut Lady Middies here. Al Assad, and this place goes nuts as Al Assad is tied for the lead in steals, averaging almost 4 steals a game. Mackenzie Murphy, number 13, also getting the start. Maya Alcazar, almost a double-double average, 8 points, 8 rebounds per game. Ashley Talbot, the super senior, averaging 20 points a game. And by the way, she leads the team in rebounds, assists, and is tied for steals. Rounding out the starting 5 is number 35, Emma Felker. One note here that we want to pass along to you is that unfortunately Brody Gannon will not be available for the Lady Middies tonight as she injured her foot. So that is a big loss for Coach Peter Witz, as Gannon is averaging 7 points and almost 6 rebounds per game, so they'll have to find those numbers somewhere else on the floor tonight.
They definitely will. I mean, Gannon brings an awful lot to this team. She's not as heralded, obviously, as Ashley Talbot, but certainly for those of us from Dracut who know the Gannon family, she's Gannon tough. She's, I think, the epitome of her grandfather, Jack, and definitely her aunt, Kelly, and her mom, Erin.
So we are just
Brian Allison from Dracut, the lead official this evening. Jump, Middies win the tip. Back to Ashley Talbot. Talbot drives, kicks it over to Felker. Felker's looking to pass again over to Talbot. It's out of bounds. Middies retain possession.
Good quick hands there by the Cathedral defense as they step into those passing lanes. They will extend the defense here on the inbounds pass.
Felker to inbound. She's looking for Talbot. She goes to Alcazar. Still looking for Talbot. Tight man defense. She throws it up. It's the pass. The shot is no good. The foul is called on number Black-White. So it's the first foul on Sarah Thompson.
You got a quick look there as Talbot drove the lane. She'll head to the line for 2, but you saw 3. Oh, no, not in the, they called it on the floor. So, my mistake.
Talbot. Oh, to Alcazar. Alcazar, yep. Pardon me, pressing her. She goes to the basket. She doesn't get it. Felker fights for the rebound, and it's put in by number 31 for the Middies.
Yeah,
Amaya Alcazar.
Alcazar was in the right place at the right time. Ball got fumbled around a little bit, and she cleaned up it up.
Talbot played some ferocious defense there. Layup is missed. Down underneath. Emma Felker gets the block. Ball's on the floor. Alcazar ties it up. Jump ball should go to, I believe, Cathedral.
The Panthers will get possession underneath their own hoop. Inbound play. Referee counting. Going to have to get it in quick, and does.
Yep, ball's out to number 1. They're kicking around the perimeter now. They're moving the ball rather well. Looking for that open shot, looking for a potential drive to the hoop. And
Fire
it's a
from
3.
the outside. Yahtzee, number 23, I believe.
Yep, and the foul on the drive against Talbot. The second one, I think, on Sarah Thomas. That's 2 quick fouls for the senior guard.
That was Yadija Labunga on the 3-pointer. 3-2 early advantage Cathedral. Murphy to do the honors. Cathedral extends the defense.
And it looks like they're going to focus number 3. Jasmine Day Cox is going to be guarding Talbot man one-on-one.
She's 15 points shy of 1,000 herself, so we'll keep an eye on her in the scoring column tonight.
Little dipsy-do up to, oh, Talbot does not get the roll. Ball rebounded, number 25 over to number 2. 2 is bringing it up the court. 13, oh, and that shot is no good. Alcazar is unable to get the rebound. Felker's staying in there. She comes out to defend, and it's another 3-pointer for the Panthers. Now you see why they're ranked.
Jasmine Day Cox.
Triple teamed, and Talbot cannot get out of that trap. Middies have to come over and help their senior point guard.
Well, the best way to beat a trap is to reverse it, find the opposite side flooring, and Talbot had no chance there.
Oh, got to play with your head up. Panthers keeping it on the outside, looking for the 3-pointer. They put it in the lane and back out. Number 5 with the drive. She trips. Number 25 with the easy layup there. That's
Kaba.
Sabina Kaba.
Yeah, and that Dracut was in their 2-3 zone, and they got caught on the backside of that as Talbot breaks the press with her dribble, the runner in the lane.
And Talbot with her first points of the night. Middies losing 8-6.
Here comes the full court press. They handle it well, does Cathedral. They don't have the numbers, so stop.
Another
no
kick
good.
it up, and rebound Alcazar. Over to 13, almost just turned over. It is turned over. Nope. To Amaya Alcazar. Alamis Al-Assad takes it up. She's going to drive to the hole. She's going to get called for the block. The offensive foul on the drive. So her first foul.
First team foul on the Lady Middies, 2 on the Cathedral Panthers. Here comes the full court press, a 1-2-1-1 press. There's your trap.
There's the trap. She's not getting out of that. Tie it up. Ball to the Middies on that trap. Looks like Felker's calling the line. Kicks it out to Ashley Talbot. She's going to kick it. Nope, she's going to take it into the. Misses it. Talbot gets on the floor, gets it. Oh, we got a breakaway. Talbot's going to just have to let her go. And it's an easy layup for number 3.
Yeah, that's Jasmine Day Cox. She has 5, 10 shy of 1,000.
Al-Assad kicks it into Alcazar. And we got another jump ball. That's going Panthers' way.
Milani Smith will check in for Cathedral. And taking a break there is number 23, Yadija Labunga.
Trap. They break it. Coming up, Al-Assad. No! Misses the easy layup over to Ash. She kicks it up to Emma Felker. Felker goes to the hole. Left-handed in. Count it.
Nice job of recognizing the fast break and running their lanes well. Timeout, they'll talk it over. 10-6.
Looks like timeout by Dracut, not by Cathedral there.
So early going of this one, what we're seeing here is a Cathedral team that can make the outside shot. They have 2 3-pointers up to this point, and the Middies staying in that 2-3 zone. They'll have to extend it a little bit, but when they do extend it, that backdoor cut down on the low post seems to be open for Cathedral. So I'm sure that's something that Coach Peter Witz, Coach Talbot are talking about on the bench. Meanwhile, this Cathedral team, they're running and gunning. They're moving fast. They're getting their hands in the passing lane. And they are in the early going anyway, battling on the defensive glass.
Yeah, clearly the Middies for several years and actually historically have had very little height. And, you know, with Felker being one of your tallest, Al-Assad, I believe, or Alcazar being your other tall in this lineup, you know, you have to go 2-3 and hope that, you know, you don't end up with big.
So they are keeping that defense very tight. They will get out onto the corners there.
Yep. If you're gonna continue to hit the outside shot. Oh, it's gonna be long. Rebound, Alcazar over to Al-Assad. Felker trailing the play. She's coming down the right, and we got a.
You're gonna get a foul on Cathedral.
25 with the foul.
Sabina Caba, that's her first personal, the team's third. So just a little too aggressive there on the defensive side of things.
Felker to inbound for the Middies. Talbot is front back guarded. Talbot drives with her left, kicks it over. We got a long back rim it.
Cathedral runs, great body
Easy
control
layup.
there.
Talbot contested, but she didn't have the angle to do it. Falls into Talbot, she's getting double teamed. She's got to go to Al-Assad. Al-Assad has the ball. She brings it up. She kicks it, off the face of her teammate.
One of the things you have to take note of there is, as Talbot is trying to break that press, there are 3 Panthers around her, which means White has the numbers down the floor. The Lady Middies have an advantage, but you got to be able to get your head up and see down the floor.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's a jump stop or what it is, and it's off several feet. They're going to call 24 for the foul here.
That was Lamise Al-Assad. She had 16 points versus Methuen in the last game. She's averaging 8.4 a game, and like we said, almost 4 steals. She's tied in steals with Talbot.
I think Lamise Al-Assad already has 3 fouls on the evening.
Well, they only have 2 team fouls, so I think she has both of them.
Sounds about right. Ball
oh, no,
high.
3 team fouls. My apologies.
And the rebound underneath. They're going to fight who's the ball, and they're giving it to the Panthers underneath. Felker fighting hard for it.
Deja will check back in, and Hija will come out. An interesting point you made there. If she does, in fact, have 3 personal fouls, still in the game. Stripes will talk it over. Panthers will prepare to run their out-of-bounds play.
Out of a stack, and they come out in a stack. They're trying to move it over. They go left. Ball dribble, kick. Nice defense by the Middies. Gets into the lane, easy.
Mid-range pull-up jumper there by
Kiana
a
turnover
Raines.
by Talbot. They tried to get it into Talbot, and now she's tripped up on the floor, but she's not afraid of getting dirty. Back passes picked. And they're going to call a foul on the shot. Number 13, Mackenzie Murphy.
Yep. Rain's going to head to the free throw line for a pair. She already has 2. So turnovers prove to be costly here in the early going for this Lady Midi team. Rain's in and out on the first. She'll get a second. Checking in is Alan Paisley. Day Cox will get a rest. She has 5 points, 10 away from 1,000. Second shot coming up for Kiana Raines.
And it's good. 15-6 Panthers. Ball thrown away off Talbot's hands.
Another turnover there, and an uncharacteristic of this Dracut team.
Jason, is this nerves?
I think it's just a matter of you haven't faced a team like this since you played in the holiday tournament against South, and South just turned the ball over quite a bit, made them turn the ball over quite a bit.
Nice block by Al-Assad. Felker down there. Are they called? Oh, off of.
Yeah, I think it's going to go.
Up, goes through the Panthers. They're saying it's
off of Felker, I believe.
Yep.
I think what you're seeing here, too, is Dracut's been getting beat to the ball. They're losing those 50-50 opportunities.
Yep, definitely. Ball's into the lane, kicked out. Number 5, dribble, diddle. Back out. No good. Oh, Al-Assad with the ball. Out to Felker. Felker kicks it up to Alcazar. And takes it to the hoop. Over. Al-Assad's needs to get dirty. The middies need to get dirty and on the floor for these basketballs, especially on the offensive side. Kicking it around. Oh, easy. Everybody else from the middies falls down. And that's
Keanu Rains again.
And now they're going to trap there, but they get called for a foul. The Panthers get called for a foul on the floor against number 24.
But again, when you see that trap occurring, there's 3 dark jerseys there. You got to try to skip the ball back over. You cannot beat a press against a fast team with the dribble. I'm sure that's going to be a point of contention here.
And it should be 13 inbound into Talbot. Talbot dribbling left up the right side. Number 3 is trying to push her to the sideline. Talbot with some good dribbling. They're trying to be physical.
Not
a bad
nicely.
idea. Middies go to the hole and get the layup.
Pretty play there.
Lamis Al-Assad, nice. That's what you've been asking for from all season. Now the Panthers get a little loose with the ball, but they're still able to catch the pass. They're looking for the outside shot, looking to move it in. Falcon moves with her feet. She's got 3 in defense. She's keeping her hands moving and her feet. Kicked in the line. Falcon with the eventual steal. Al-Assad brings it up. She's looking. She's got 13 under the hoop. Murph comes out with it. Emma Felker with the jump shot.
Yes!
3! Count it!
3-point shot there for Felker. She's got 5, 17-11, 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And again.
Anything you can do, I can do better as Yadija knocks down her second 3.
Yep.
And again, just a lot of dribbling going on here.
Yep, it looks like a clinic on dribbling. You know, if in fact they want to trap the middies, oh, nice block!
Banished from the kingdom of hardwood. They are calling a foul, though. Looked like all ball from here.
It did. 31 call for the foul. That's Amaya Alcazar.
2 free throws for Sabina Kaba. She calmly knocks down the first. She'll get a second. Rains and Benson will check in. Looks like Smith and Yadija will come out. Good positioning on the boards,
ball,
but no.
And it's Panthers ball. Jump shot 3. In over the other side. Talbot with the rebound. Drive, Talbot. Ashley drives. She kicks it over to Murph.
Nice jump
stop.
Stop.
Bad feet. Just messed up her feet. She was going nowhere fast. Velko with the block.
That was leather souffle. That was a great jump stop, by the way, back down the other side by Murph. She just lost the handle. Put the brakes on, they flew right by. 2.5 seconds and underneath, and that's just not good defense there.
Nope. So after 1, it's Panthers 23, Middies 11, here at Merrill Gymnasium in Dracut, Massachusetts. You're watching MVC basketball here on Dracut Access Television.
Got to say, I enjoyed the pregame songs as Crazy Train brought them out of the locker room. A little throwback there to our youth. This is a Cathedral team that is ranked 14th by the Boston Globe and first in Division 4 in the MIAA. Meanwhile, across the way, when you look at Dracut, 19th by the Globe, but 7th in Division 2. So both of these teams trying to get back to the postseason, and it looks like Dracut has cemented themselves with that win over Methuen, and a good win at that. There was a great article in the
Boston Globe.
The Boston Globe, that was about Talbot, but there was a better article about the Methuen game in the Eagle Tribune. The Lawrence Eagle Tribune talked about that Methuen game, and it was a game that allowed the Lady Middies to have a 3-game advantage on Methuen with 4 to play. So that's a good thing for Dracut.
Into Talbot. Talbot's dribbling. Defended by Day Cox. She loses the dribble a little. She pulls. She kicks. Trying to get some down low. Felka's on the other side of the court. Kick it over. No! In and out. Middies are not there to get the rebound.
Well, she drove the lane there. She was the only body in the paint. There were 4 white shirts on the outside.
Yeah, Elma Felker was wide open on the other side, but doesn't mean much. 25 with the easy lay-in there. Sabina Caba. Turnover by Talbot, and it's all Panthers there. And quick timeout by Peter Witz.
Yeah, it's a good timeout. They're having trouble handling this pressure, and I think with some of the teams they've played up until this point, they've been able to handle whatever pressure's been thrown their way because they're more skilled with the dribble than the teams are moving their feet defensively. This is a different kind of team. This is a Cathedral team that's able to move their feet well and beat the Lady Middies to the spots on the floor, which is causing all kinds of trouble for this Dracut team in the early going.
And if you look down the Cathedral bench, I see height. Middies have always had problem with height. They haven't had much. I mean, the best big in recent memory for the Middies is sitting on the bench over there in Julia Sanborn, but she's teaching now after a nice career at Worcester State College playing for the Lancers. So you can't exactly put her in a jersey.
Don't think she has any eligibility left, no.
Nope.
And they handle it there. The fewer times the ball hits the floor, the better.
Yep. Talbot dribbles. Felka's out top. Felka's trying to set a pick or present an option to Talbot. Kicking it in there. They're playing off loose there. Opposite side. You know, Middies have to find a second scorer. And their dribble, that should have been a double dribble.
Assad's going to get called for the double dribble. Just too much standing around down in the paint. They got to move around. If they're going to do ball screens or pick away from the ball, they got to move. You can't beat this defense with the dribble. This is a team that, as you mentioned, has length, but they have quick feet and quick hands.
Yep, it sometimes looks like street ball, but I think you learn a lot from playing pickup basketball. Middies fumble it again. Still on the floor, over to number 3. They're going to press. Felka brings it up. She's going to stay outside. 24 into Assad Azy layup.
Nice pass, recognizing there.
Definitely. Panthers quick to bring it up. They get an open shot. Nope, get the rebound. They missed the first shot. They get the rebound. 5 is Dylan Day Cox, I believe. No. Canessa. It's a rebound again. They're over the Middies' back.
They are just getting
needs
beat
to
on the boards.
box out in that case.
They are getting beat on the boards. Got to get a body.
And there's another foul. We're going to get a foul on the floor here. 15 helps up.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there by Leilani Benson. And Coach Lassiter will head right back to the bench. He seems to have this rotation down pat as he knows who and when. More length back onto the floor.
Definitely.
Cathedral. Comes your trap.
Timeout, Middies. No. Off the leg. The other way that you can deal with this trap is to have a Middies offensive player set themselves up there and you run them into the pick. You punish them physically that way. Talbot pull-up jumper. It's going to be long. Alcazar off of her hands. Nope, Middies ball.
I've always found that the more times the ball hits the floor when you're trying to break a trap, the better it is for the defense.
Definitely. You have to be strong with your passing, and Talbot goes to the hole. She's going for 2 at the line. They're going to call that a shooting foul. Allison says it's number 3, Jasmine Day Cox, with her first.
I have her at 7, so 8 away from 1,000. Talbot, of course, hit her 1,000th earlier this year.
Yes, she did.
Splash is the first. Sabina Cabo will come in.
Yeah, Cabo looks to be about 6'1", 6'2". And it's going to be long, and there's nobody there from the middies to rebound. They're underneath.
Nice crossover.
Looks like
dribble by
Felker's getting a
Raines.
break. Ball's up there. The middies are not looking for it. They get the rebound just the same. Talbot's pushing the pace.
She doesn't have the numbers. We'll see what she does. Pull-up jumper.
Pull-up jumper off. Alcazar. Oh, the middies needed to crash the boards on that one. They gave that one away. Easy layup. Up and in. And it's 31-14. Cathedral Panthers now with timeout middies. Peter Witt's calling yet another one. Steve Talbot's going to lend his wisdom.
Maybe a few colorful words at that as well, but this is a team that is playing with their hair on fire. They're running back and forth, pushing the pace, and you know, Drake. It's not that Dracut's not a fast team. They're running into a team that is as fast, and they're having their way here in the early going.
As fast, not faster. I mean, there's no, you know, most of these kids, and Talbot throws the clipboard. He's pissed off. And somebody who's known to Steve for, we'll go with 30-plus years, as opposed to how actually long it is, having played Little League against Steve. He's a fiery athlete himself.
Yeah, former UMass Lowell baseball star.
Yep, and Mitty's quarterback, Mitty's point guard, and Mitty's third, well, pitcher and second baseman. He played second base at UMass Lowell for Jimmy Stone, so he knows his coaching. Middies need to run a pick on that. Run them into that, and they throw it away again. Talbot going to race down, but 225 is going to have the easy layup, pick up and pull.
Yeah, that was
24.
23, Yadija Labunga.
And again, the middies are running right into the defense. They need to run around it. 24 is picked up by her teammates, but Namis Al-Assad isn't all that sturdy. She's kind of skinny. I don't know that you can take that much abuse.
Denasia Evans-Good will check in. Kiana Raines will get a break. Al-Assad will head to the line.
Peter Witz and Ashley Talbot having a conversation down the other end. She gets the first. Oh, it should be 2. The Cathedral tried to inbound the ball after 1 in the 1-and-1.
I'll take the points. 3-point play. We'll take it.
Sure, why not? Second one is up and off, and nobody middies. Ooh, through the middle. Talbot may get to that one first. Nope, they're going to roll it out of bounds. Middies ball.
Well, smart play by Talbot there. She knew that the Panthers touched it last, so she baited him and then let it go.
Into Talbot. She's going one-on-one with number 25, Sabina Caba. She's got kick it out to Talbot. Three-pointer for Talbot is up, out, and in. Number 1 with the hook shot. That's not going anywhere. Fight for the rebound again. It's off the middies this time. Looks like it's off Emma Felker.
Yeah, you got to like what you saw there, though. Kumis and Felker fighting for that rebound. They're going to need those second chance opportunities closer to the basket.
Yep, they have to put it off the glass and in. You know, it goes back to old school basketball. Never mind the swish. Make sure you use that backboard. And it's going to be a tie-up. I believe it's going to be Cathedral ball on the tie-up. Yes, it is. And you see the end official there using the old school method of a piece of elastic in his pocket, switching pockets as the possession arrow changes.
Whatever works.
Up, they try to kick it in the middle. Kumis over. Al-Assad takes it to the hole. She goes cross.
Oh, it touched her. Oh, he didn't see it touch her fingertips at the end. And Coach Lassiter did see it. So the Lady Middies very fortunate there as Al-Assad did touch it last.
Yep, you're right. Emma Felker to inbound the ball. She touched with.
Oh,
off.
But 3 Panthers were waiting for her there. That means there are other middies open.
Right, it's got to be belief and faith. That's an easy three-pointer from number 23.
That's Lubunga. She's got 11.
Talbot boxed into a corner. Needs to pass it. She's got Felker. Felker with the set. Three-pointer. Bounces off the other side. Nobody's there to rebound. Kumis comes over, but she doesn't try to fight for it. She just jogs down the other end of the court and gets ready. Mitty staying at now looks like a 3-2 zone. Jump shot for three is easy in. That's 39 for Cathedral.
Milani Smith with a three-pointer from the outside.
And again, no Mitty's coming over to help. They need to come over and help and set a pick.
Here comes your double team.
Kicking it out of the double team. They take it low, and there's a push. Brian Allison calling number 21 for the push.
Yeah, that's going to go against Denasia Evans-Good, but I will say this, and as you look at the bench, Coach Lassiter sending in 3 more Panthers, so he wants them to be aggressive. He can go to the bench. They got a deep bench. Those girls are all going to play. That's the message.
Definitely. I mean, you look at the middies, it is definitely heavily seniors, although you do have Iva Pittman and Ashley Anderson as freshmen, along with Elizabeth Shank. But truly, bread and butter is this senior class.
Al-Assad gets the first, earns the second.
Interesting, she keeps her feet together on the free throws. Not choosing the balance. Quick jump, they're going to take the three-pointer.
They are just not contesting that.
Oh, that's it.
And you know something? Milani Smith is like, if you're going to stay back, you're going to make life easy for me.
I'm going to make you pay. They're trying to get it, you know. Middies recognize that they have Felker with a three-point shot. That is going to be long and over. Nobody from the Middies able to rebound that ball. It's a quick kick. Try to drive. She gets hung up, but it's an easy layup.
Another timeout called there by Coach Witz as Milani Smith is having herself a second quarter. She's got 10 in the quarter alone, 2:47 to go here. First half action. And this is a team, I got to say, you know, when Coach Lassiter says his goal is to have you know, good contributors, nice young ladies and all that, that's great. But the first part was win the state title, and I see nothing that's going to stop them, at least at this point. They lost one graduate from a year ago, so they returned pretty much the entirety of the team, 44-17, and it's just been an onslaught here in the first half.
You know, as somebody who went down to Oliver Ames late last winter, I guess early spring, I don't remember the exact date of the game. I think that the lack of another Tatiana Favory for the Middies is proving costly. Somebody who could really handle the ball and wasn't afraid of the contact.
That was an Oliver Ames machine, no question.
Inbound to Mackenzie Murphy. Alazar over to Felker. Felker's looking to pass. Gets a high pass to Murph. Over to Talbot. Talbot is going to face two. No, they're going to extend their defense, but they're going to give her one. They're trying to use their hands. Now they're going to trap. There's the ball. Kumin, nope. Take it inside. She goes left, right, and too hard. It's there. Fight for the ball. Felker comes up with it. Drive to the hole again. Murphy throws it. No. Alcazar. No dice. Shoot or floor. 13 with the foul.
Now she's going to go to the line because at the very least it's a 1-and-1. 9 team fouls against the Cathedral, but
and only one person, Sarah Thompson, with 2. That's no chance at that one going in. That was a rough shot. Middies pull back. Alazar.
You know, when Talbot draws that double team, when she starts to back out and they chase her, that opens up some low post players. 1 out of 2 there on that trip.
Definitely. I mean, that's old school basketball. It's the basketball that Coach Talbot and I were taught by the legend Big Dan Smith, who was the boys basketball coach here for a number of years and had much more success with the Air Shirley Panthers, where he took them deep into Central Mass basketball playoff history.
The good old days, huh?
It is the old days, yes.
Al-Assad will head to the free throw line, knocks down the first, she'll get a second.
Yeah, the only thing missing from Dan Smith is the "you're killing me, Jack." at the referees.
Al-Assad
provided. Oh, Alcazar comes up with the ball, and she's tripped. Nope, they're not calling any fouls. Brian Allison waves that off, says no chance. Easy set shot there. They're going to go to Alcazar now. Talbot's driving it up. They're going to continue to show it. She goes too hard to the hole. She's coming back out of bounds in. She doesn't get that rebound. Long throw, and Felker blocks it. Sweet music to Jim Felker's ears to watch his daughter out there knocking it away.
Good transition defense there by the Middies as they get back into play late.
They were very late on that. It should have been an easy layup for the Panthers. They're lucky. Into Talbot. Talbot's pushing it apart. Al-Assad, she drives to the hole. She's under and in.
Al-Assad providing a lot of offense here for the Lady Middies in this first half.
Definitely. You know if they're going to triple and double team to Ashley Talbot, you have to go to Felker, you have to go to Kumish, you have to go to Murph. You know, go to who do you got. And you can't give them easy layups.
Well,
even if you got the fouls, you got to make them hurt.
Can't afford to exchange baskets at this point.
Nope, not when you're trailing by that much. An easy layup is missed. Alcazar there. Amaya needs to make those shots. Quick fade, jump shot. It's going to be front rimmed. Emma Felker gets it, taps it. Back to herself. She kicks it to Alcazar, or Al-Assad, I should say. Up to, Alcazar, back and in.
Yeah, nice job.
It wasn't the most athletic lay-in, but it's there. And they let him get back down the court again. Easy layup. Meany's defense needs to wake up. Trailing by 26 with 38 and change left in the second quarter here. Meany's are chasing it. They're going to trap a little. They pull it up and wait for Talbot. Talbot takes it. She loses the dribble. She makes her step. She's going to no, she's not going to commit. Yes, she is. Traveling. No foul on Talbot. That was a travel. Substitution in there.
Kumis. She'll give Felker a break, and Cathedral will fall back just a little bit, and again they head to the bench. This is a Cathedral team right now that has 5, count them, 6 3-pointers.
Middies are going to have to pull out of that true 3. We said it early, and you're right. Yep. Clearly you got it. And the shot's away, Albert. Ashley Talbot for 3.
Yahtzee for Talbot. She has 8.
They're going to let him drive, aren't they? 3.7 to go on the clock. Dribbles there. Middies pick it up, and they're going to let the clock run out. So after one half of basketball here at Merrill Gymnasium, it's the Cathedral Panthers 50, your Dracut Middies 27. We'll be back in a few minutes after halftime. You're listening to Dracut Access Television's coverage of Dracut girls basketball. And we're back for second half action here at Merrill Gymnasium in Dracut, with the Middies trailing by a unsatisfactory score of 50-27. Coach, what do the Middies need to do to get out of this hole?
Well, I think the first thing you have to do is calm down a little bit when you're breaking that pressure. You got to pick your head up and take a look at what Cathedral is giving you. They are going to have on-ball pressure like you read about. You got to look to reverse it. Second thing they need to do in the half-court sets, and nobody wants to play in a half-court set in high school. We want to run and gun, right? But when you do penetrate and you draw a double team, you have to be able to find the open player. It could be a bounce pass on the block, could be a skip pass to an open 3, and then you got to make those shots. But for my money, transition defense. They are getting beat on the floor, and some uncontested buckets down the other end by Cathedral.
I definitely agree.
Other than that, they're in great shape.
Inbound to Talbot, going right to left on your TV screen. Talbot driving with her left hand. She sends around a little through an Alcazar pick, a Felker pick. Ball back to Alcazar. She's going to drive. She takes it into the hole and count it, 2.
Yeah, nice job there by Al-Assad driving in the lane, and Middies will extend some pressure now.
Yep. Up, she falls. The hand switch. Nice on-ball pressure. She's playing defense with her feet. That's what they always teach you. So the Middies, Talbot and Witsy got something going in that halftime, at least in the first couple of minutes. Easy three away. It's up and out. Felker with the rebound. Over to Alcazar.
Good job by Felker pulling that board down. You can't give Cathedral more than one opportunity. They got two there, nothing to show for it.
And ball, it's a blocking foul on the floor. Black 23 with the foul.
Yadija Lubunga, I got that as her first personal, but Al-Assad is, becoming an offensive force here. Coming off of that 16-point performance against Bethune, she knocks down the first. She's the leading scorer for this Midi team.
I think, you know what, with any team, but especially I think with this Middies team, that they've relied for 4 or 5 years on Ashley Talbot.
Yeah.
And, somebody has to step up because Ashley's not.
Well, the secondary score was something that they were looking for in the, in the offseason. And
nice press there. Middies almost turn them. Oh, they do! And the ball's out of bounds off the Middies. Panthers ball tossed over to Brian Allison here.
Sure, there was a talking to in the locker room at halftime here, and seen a change in the temperature in the early going.
Middies showing on-ball pressure. Talbot over the top. Easy layup. No!
That looks like all ball from here, but
that's what, her third, fourth? Nope, I take that back.
I think it's her second, right?
Yep, I think you're right. I forget which side of the sheet I wrote it on.
And acoustic shadows here in the gymnasium all of a sudden.
The silence is deafening. 23 makes the first.
Yeah, Yadija will get a second. And I believe, as we said, Jasmine Day Cox 4 points away from 1,000. We'll keep an eye on that. 2 out of 2 for Yadija.
Alcazar to inbound. She's looking for Felker. No, Al-Assad comes up to get the ball. She's pushed out of bounds. They're going to get a weak foul there.
Not the kind of foul you want.
Nope, not at all. They tell you to play defense with your feet, and the Panthers in the second half are playing with their body and not their feet. Nice to see some fans in the stand for the Middies. Ball's away, and it's short. Felker with the three-point attempt. Doesn't quite bounce out to her. They're going to check that backside. They're going to drive to the hole. Middies are showing some pressure. Alcazar comes out, but she cannot contest that three-pointer.
Yahtzee, Yadija, a three-pointer.
Into Talbot. Talbot's going to drive. She goes left hand into the hole and doesn't make the shot, but she gets the foul. Middies are being more aggressive in the second half.
That's going to be on Hija Allen Paisley. That's her first personal, and that was in the act. So Talbot will get a pair.
Talbot up there. Makes easy swish for the first one. She's got that quick release speed to the ball going in, but she makes those shots. Usually you want something with a little more touch, but what can we say about a girl who's going to St. Mike's on a scholarship? Other than maybe mom and dad can go on vacation now. And pressure from the Middies. Felker. Oh, easy down. Oh, fresh. Yes. A guard calls it. Are they calling timeout?
No, I think that's the 1,000. We may have been 2 points off. So we must have missed the 2-point bucket somewhere. That is her 15th point.
And her 1,000th career point.
And
congratulations.
Yeah, standing ovation. Good class there by the Lady Middies in attendance here.
And it looks like we have a microphone on the part of the Cathedral fans.
Talbot goes over. Coach Witz goes over. Al-Assad heads over.
Signs upside down. Gets her 1,000th. Congratulations, Jasmine.
Because that would have been 1 point otherwise, right?
Exactly.
Well, a great job there by Jasmine Day Cox, as she has 1,000. And you know what? Now you can put that in the rear view and focus on the other stuff, because I'm sure leading up to this moment, she's thinking about it, as are her teammates. And you know what? The best part about it is it came in the flow of the game. They didn't force it. Nice job by Cathedral.
And she gets a knuckle knock from Coach Brian Allison, my Little League coach, no less. Middies to inbound the ball. Alcazar over to
Nice job breaking that pressure.
Emma Felker with the ball. Waits for Felker. Alcazar plays it around, or Al-Assad, I should say. Talbot out to pick it up outside the red square. Kick it. Al-Assad takes it the hole.
Oh, hacked in the act.
They didn't need to do that at all. That ball was low. She wasn't going to get that ball on the rim. Might hit the backboard.
And Jasmine Day Cox will get her second personal foul to go with those 15 points.
And we'll give a special kudos also to the officiating crew who allowed that to happen. You could have just as easily called a technical foul based on the rules, but you know,
a class
let a
act.
high school kid celebrate something. There's not much you can celebrate. Oh, long passes too far.
I'll tell you what, I'm watching Rains run up the floor. She's on my 4x1 team. She's got a motor. She hit that baseline, and I thought the defender had an angle. She just sprinted by.
Yep, and they break it again. Talbot's
2
got
on
it.
1.
She had Felker open. She takes it to the hole and makes the layup. She did have Felker, but too late picking it up that.
57-34, Cathedral.
Pressure from the middies. They're coming out of that. They're playing a little, I want to say, looks something like a box and one, not really a zone, but, oh, kicked, backed away, pushed out of the way.
Another rebound for Cathedral.
Front rimmed it, and middies get the rebound. They're going to pull it up. Alcazar moving on the Felker too, and we got another foul.
Yeah, Al-Assad beat her to the baseline there, and it's going to be Thompson's second.
Foul number 1 on the push, inbound at half court.
Smith will check in, and Thompson will check out for Cathedral.
Yep. They get to Talbot. Talbot's going to take it too. Nope, she's going to kick it to Emma Felker with the jump shot. 3! Count it!
Great
More
job.
music!
Great job there by Felker knocking that shot down, but Talbot kick out, and again,
easy jump
just
shot.
exchanging buckets here.
Yep. Middies are staying on the floor. They're not jumping to try and get it. You could have had another foul. They pick it up. Let's get dirty. Let's get scrappy. Ball is for Cathedral. They call timeout. Nope, looks like Cathedral called timeout there, so it's not going to be a possession arrow
Let's
situation.
talk about that last Dracut possession where Talbot drove the lane, drew the defense in, and when they collapse on you, that's going to open something up, and it was that time Felker out on the wing, and if you can make them pay, what that will do is the defense will be slower to kind of collapse, which creates one-on-one matchups inside the paint. So you pick your poison there. You hope you can knock down the three-pointers and kind of get yourself a little bit closer. You have to win the possession. You can't look at the scoreboard and say, okay, we're down by 22. We have to win the possession. In baseball, it's win the inning, right? So
Correct.
You look at it and say, can we come out of the possession back and forth with an advantage on the scoreboard? A 2-1, a 3-2, whatever it happens to be, and you slowly start to chip away. Look, we're not even halfway through this third quarter yet. You're seeing a different energy from Dracut, and they're doing some things. Unfortunately for them, Cathedral's shooting well from the floor, but you can't score 22 points in one possession.
No, you can't. You can't even score 22 points in one possession in football.
It'd be cool if you could, but, you know.
You're right. You know, doesn't have to look pretty. It just
So
has
here
to
we
look
go.
good on the
Can you
scoreboard.
win the possession? Turnover, Cathedral, Talbot now.
Drive to the hole. She trips. She throws it up. They're not calling any fouls there, and no, should they? And the Cathedral Panthers beat the middies down the floor, but Al-Assad with the block. She weaves her way through the pressure.
5-on-1 here.
And Talbot with the 3. She's got it away. It's good.
Won the possession.
Won the possession. Middies back on defense. Cathedral not looking to Cathedral cut pass. That was a beautiful pass. You got to love that if you're an old school basketball fan. 3 points away and count it.
Thought maybe a 3-second violation was going to come against Cathedral, but no. 3-on-2 here.
Those are hard to come by at any level. Felker with the 3-point shot. It's away. She makes another one.
And you just won another possession.
Yep. And she gets a polite clap from her mom on the other side of the court. Three-pointers away. It's long. Who's rebounded? Felker with the rebound. Talbot with the ball. Felker jogs up. Talbot walks up. Takes it to the hole again. Goes up. And 2. Count it again.
3 straight possessions. The Middies have won.
17-point deficit for the Middies now. This is a little Dracut pride going on now.
Got to contest that shot.
Oh, and Talbot, nope, that's 21 with the rebound. Talbot on the wing.
She doesn't have
She's
the
gonna
numbers.
Drive. She weaves her way through and makes that shot.
And I was going to say a timeout's going to come if she scores on this one. I thought there'd be a timeout on the possession prior, and we said it here. You win the possession. Lady Middies have won 4 consecutive possessions.
Absolutely. They've chipped it away. It's still now it's a 15-point ball game.
But it was 22
to 15.
at
That's
4:38 to go in the third quarter. So in a matter of 2 minutes, you've chipped away a huge dent in that Cathedral lead.
Absolutely. And there's one happy grandpa over there. Barry Goodgen, who is the former assistant coach for the Dracut Middies gymnastics team. His daughter Colleen is Ashley's mom, and she was a captain of that Middies cheerleading squad. But those, other than perhaps myself, as I'm one of the few Dracut Middies alum who know this story. Coach Goodgen is a Tewksbury native.
Ah, Tewksbury tough.
Tewksbury tough.
Yeah.
He was one of Coach Charlie. He was a reclamation project for the Tewksbury football team and athletic team.
Bobby Aylwood days.
Oh, pre-Bobby Aylwood.
Bobby Aylwood, okay.
Much earlier than Bob Aylwood. Bob is actually younger than Barry. Coach Charlie Hazel.
There you go. Oh! And that timeout puts a tourniquet on the bleeding, I think.
Perhaps for now. Moving pick there against the Middies. Oh, turnover. They jumped in Talbot's way and got it there. Easy layup for the Panthers. Now they're looking, Middies trying to inbound over to Felker. Felker's looking across. Cross-court pass. A little high.
Same book, different page, right idea. You got to do the skip pass because they're playing magnet ball. That's what we term it. They're playing. They're sending 3 and 4 Panthers to the ball. You got to skip it.
Absolutely. Talbot defending out on top. They're trying to run pick and roll on her. Ball gets out. They're going to take it. No, they're going to hit the cutter. Felker gets in there, but she doesn't make the block. Talbot with the rebound. She switches hands behind her back. She's going to drive. No, she's going to kick over to 32. She's standing. She's driving again. She's going to take it to the hole. And out and in again. Put it on the board.
Talbot's
have
having
49
herself a third
now.
quarter.
Yep.
She got 12 in the third quarter.
And not good there, but you're going to get a foul, I think, on 31.
Yeah, I think it's Alcazar. I think that's her third personal. Yeah, and it is. This is Yadija. She'll head to the line. She's got 16 points so far.
And that's an easy basket. We got substitutions for both teams. Looks like number 1 for the Middies, and
Kumis and Al-Assad will come in, as will Benson for the Panthers.
Felker gets a couple of slaps on the hand and a much deserved rest. Her future basketball, she's continuing her basketball career at Colby Sawyer up in New Hampshire, starting in the fall of 2023.
Lady Middies have the numbers here.
Driving,
into the corner.
kick it out. 3-point shot in. Nice.
Called it a 2.
They called it a 2. Her foot was on the line. That's what happens when you jump forward to try and make that 3-point shot, not jump backwards. And pressure for the Middies. They got to play with their feet. They're kind of getting their feet caught up a little. Front rimmed it. Go get the ball, Middies. They're going to drive. Who's going to run with her? She's got to take it all the way to the hole. And count it. And 1. Middies showing some aggression.
Opportunity for a three-point play here for Al-Assad. She took it strong to the hole. A little Euro step and some movement there on the Panthers.
So it's a +1 call, foul call number 2 for the Panthers. Hijah Allen Paisley. And she makes the +1. So that's a 3-point play. Middies trailing by 15 again. Full court pressure from the Middies. They break it, press it across. Exactly what you said, Coach. Kick ball. Middies basketball.
There it is. Good job. Applying pressure, force some
Talbot
turnovers.
quickly to the
No
to the
rest
scorer's
for the
table.
weary here.
You know, she can put the ice on her shins and everything else after the game.
For now, let's keep the blood flowing.
Exactly. Pressure, full court pressure, and the ball is turned over underneath the basket. Easy turnaround layup is missed. They kick it back out, kick it back in. Alcazar front rim.
Got to get that rebound.
Al-Assad, Talbot with the drive. 2-on-1 Middies. Back to number 32. Layup is missed.
Cheap foul there. It's going to be called against Ava Pittman. That's her first personal. It was a nice pass from Talbot to Pittman. Just came up short a little bit.
Yep, again, Pittman needs to get her legs underneath her and drive hard to the basket.
Initiate some contact, get an opportunity to head to the free throw line. It is a 15-point advantage for the Panthers.
Inbound, full court pressure from the Middies. 32. Pittman makes they drive past her. Al-Assad, Al-Assad and Pittman. Another Middie out there. Middies using their bench, perhaps out of necessity.
9 seconds on the game clock.
Oh, that could have gone either way, but we might have a bloody nose here. Or maybe just a hard shot to the face. Not intentional by any stretch. Captain Stamp, who's acting as the athletic trainer here, is waved off.
Hijah Allen Paisley is okay.
These city girls are tough.
Wow.
And that's a three-pointer.
Just a shooting clinic here tonight.
Talbot throws it up. That's going to be well after the clock expires. So after 3 quarters complete, it's Cathedral Panthers 72, Dracut Middies 54. Here on Dracut Access Television.
Not sure if we're still live or if we've gone to commercial break, but that last three-pointer by Yadija Labunga, that gives her 21 on the game so far.
Who's the leading scorer for the Middies?
Lady Middies, it looks like it's going to be between Al-Assad and Talbot. I'm going to say Talbot.
That sounds about right. She was
I
trailing
think
at
it's
halftime.
20 right now, yeah.
So
17 for Al-Assad, 20 for Talbot, unofficially, of course.
Correct. Now, Middies faithful, next Friday night is senior night. Not tomorrow night. Next Friday, the 17th, is senior night. The boys kick off the festivities at 5:30 against the Haverhill Hillies. Then these Lady Middies close out the evening at 7:30 against the Lady Hillies, who have always been at the top of the MVC large in basketball. Middies showing full court pressure again, playing it with their feet. They need to start moving. Panthers.
Motion offense here by the Panthers, well done.
Yep. They're doing it. They don't need to score necessarily. They can play this all day. Open three-pointer, shots away. It's short. Rebound, Panthers. They put it right back in. Number 5's in the lane. Nobody defending her. Emma Felka gets the ball. She gets. Middies get run over. Easy up and under. Alcazar gets out-rebounded. Ball kicked around. Panthers keep the ball. Talbot was down the other end of the court if they could have passed it down to her.
Pull-up jumper there and a nice make.
Easy peasy. And they're trying. Talbot's going to break the trap. She's still 1-on-2 here. She goes up left-handed, makes the basket.
Nice bucket by Talbot, and once again, can't afford to be exchanging buckets with this team, so we need to stop here, and as I say that...
Up. They almost get it. Ball off the Panthers. Middies basketball underneath the hoop. Felker back here. All of the middies back to play this. Felker gets the ball in motion. They kick it to Ellis. El-Assad, she turns direction. She goes to the middle. She looks over to Murph. Kicks it back. Ashley Talbot trying to move without the ball. They're showing some motion here. Felker standing behind a screen, I guess. Over here on the left-hand side. They got two middies on this side. Talbot going one-on-one. She gets rid of it to El-Assad. El-Assad loses it. Easy layup 4. Oh, it's off the rim, off the ball. You gotta rebound it again. They need to find some Tewksbury tough here.
That's about as athletic a play sequence-wise as I've seen.
Yep, and all the middies somebody needs to come back. Here comes Talbot. El-Assad gets it. She kicks it underneath and gets it picked off.
Travel call. Murph was alone on the block, and I think that's what was intended. May have gotten a piece of it, but you're right there. At the prior offensive possessions, they were running Talbot off-ball screens and allowing El-Assad to run the point a little bit more than in years past.
Middies inbound underneath their basket. They try to throw it at Talbot. They throw it away. Easy layup is good for the for the Panthers. All those animals look alike. Talbot comes up instead into number 13. I believe that's Kumis. And El-Assad comes up with the basketball. She dribbles. They're going to show light pressure here at midcourt. They're waiting for her to go. They are anticipating that back, so there's nothing to surprise them. Three-pointer away is out, and we get a foul after the shot. They're going to give her 3 shots, though.
That was on Jasmine Day Cox. That's her 3rd personal.
No need for that foul, unfortunately. I mean, that was well after the ball was released as well, so that's just silliness. And you see the scrunching of the nose on Coach Lassiter's face. He ain't happy. Even if the final score may not be in doubt tonight, he's trying to train them for that.
Well, this team's going to make a run. There's no question about it in the state tournament, and I haven't had a chance to see a lot of the teams in their division, but I would not be surprised if they were holding the trophy at the end of this thing based on what I've seen here tonight. This is a class act, but more importantly from a basketball standpoint, these young ladies can play, and they are serving notice tonight to the rest of the state.
Definitely. Max
Talbot
Preps doesn't put you in the top 10 if you're not a decent basketball team, if not a really good basketball team.
I just like the discipline defensively and the ability to hit the mid-range jumper. A mid-range jumper is something that's really been negated, I think, in high school basketball. And this Panther team, they hit the long range, but they can hit the mid-range too.
See, that's that pick there, setting a pick, that's what the middies need to do more of. I mean, they saw it on defense. They were the victims of it, but that's what they need to do. Turnover by the Panthers. Middies inbounding underneath the defensive basket. Felker's back. She's going to move off of it. They inbound to Felker. They trap. El-Assad gets the ball. Talbot running with her. And El-Assad takes it to the hole, throws it up with one hand, and makes the basket. Lassiter not happy. He's giving a look to his players with a hand gesture. They should know what that means.
19-point advantage.
Oh, out of bounds. Just a poor pass, and he puts his hands on his knees. Coach Lassiter, I think that his team's testing his patience right now. And so the ball's inbounded to Talbot. She's got number 3 on her. She blows past her. She looks back to see where it's at. She loses the basketball. Felker lets it go out of bounds. It's still Middies basketball. There are no blue suede shoes. It's all pink. And actually, you look across, all the middies. Oh, no, not all of the middies, but 3 out of the 5 middies on the basketball court are wearing pink basketball shoes this evening. I'm assuming for breast cancer awareness, that shot's going to be, oh, no, she banks in a 3.
Don't know if she called glass, but El-Assad knocks down a 3.
Beautiful shot there.
16-point lead for Cathedral. Pull-up jumper in the lane, no.
The middies let them drive to the hole. They let them drive. They don't step out and challenge that shot. They're giving them an easy layup. And I think Peter Witz recognizes that. He's got his hands on his hips. He's got a disconcerted look on his face, trying to get his players to understand that, you know, it's one thing to play off defense. It's another thing to give up easy baskets. And to push off against Talbot. Talbot's not taking it. She's getting back up there, and she's tough. She steals the basketball. And who are we calling? Felker or Talbot? 5 on the push. So the foul was on Talbot. And Coach Steve Talbot's going. She extended her arm, which is not allowed at any level of basketball anymore. You cannot extend your arm. It has to have some bend to it in basketball.
Just 5 team fouls against Dracut at this point.
And it's a kick basketball, Middy's basketball. Turnover. Looking at Coach Lassiter, he's not going to his bench to change some attitudes here. Alisar has the ball. She's looking. She's defended single. No full court pressure there, really. I mean, they're playing man defense, one-on-one defense, whatever you want to call it. Kick. Oh, takes it into the lane, and offensive foul on the Middies. And Alisar looks like her neck is hurting her.
Yeah.
Might be time to put her on the bench for a quick substitution. That's an injury. And nope. Middies are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna do that. Kiara Cook will come in and hope she's doing okay.
The junior.
She's in some pain, no question.
Yep. These aren't wispy basketball players out here. At least not for the Cathedral Panthers. Here we go. Talbot on defense. They're pushing off. Nobody's calling. The referee's there. He's not calling that foul.
3
He's
officials here in Massachusetts, so they have the floor pretty well covered.
They certainly do. And Middies are showing some pressure defense. Talbot comes out. She's forcing her left. I think that's where, they like it. Turnover for the Middies. They give it to Talbot. Felker gets the steal. Talbot takes it to the hole. 1 and done. It's good. +1, Ashley Talbot.
Nice dribble drive there by Talbot. Finishes strong at the hole. She got a chance
trailing by 14.
Play the old-fashioned way.
Absolutely. And looking at the Middies bench, you've got a very apprehensive Brody Gannon who's not enjoying sitting on the bench, injured, certainly. Brody's a fighter.
Lead is 13.
Talbot on defense. Panthers fall down. Talbot showing pressure. That was a lob pass across the court. You should be able to pick that off.
Wow, that's great discipline.
Yeah. Belker going to call for the defensive foul. She knocked down number 23 after the shot. That's going to be a 3-shot foul for the Panthers.
Yadija will head to the line. Looks like she'll get 3, I believe.
Yes, she should get 3. It was way out here past the 3-point line. Ball was not going in either, so yep. And she makes that look easy. If there's an easy button around here, certainly the Cathedral Panthers are pressing it on that free throw. Can't quite tell, but it looks like there should be a lane violation. Her foot looks to be on the line, which it cannot be on that free throw.
Well, I don't have a shot chart in front of me here, but I would love to see what the shooting percentage is for the Panthers here tonight.
And that's 2 out of 3.
Good to see Al-Assad will come back into the game. So
yep, wipe some.
Okay.
Yep, wipe some moisture from her eyes. Felker to inbound, looking for Talbot. She throws it deep into double coverage. I sound like a football announcer on that one, which I am sometimes. But they let the easy drive. 2 Panthers get the rebound there. Felker stays down low. She's going to rebound. Pressure from the Middies. Alcazar blocks the shot and knocks it away, but it's directly to a Panther. Drive to the hole. Alcazar makes another block. Oh, bad pass. Emma Felker with the drive. Pull-up jumper. She makes it.
You're going to watch that
And
back
that gets
on
a double.
replay. You're going to see Talbot jump up and just hit the ball.
Talbot jumps up again and steals the ball there. Felker gets a double hand clap from mom and dad on that trip. And Talbot is on the floor. She's looking for a foul. She doesn't get it. Shot is missed. Middies are not looking up. Felker should get that should be offensive foul there. Instead they're calling out of bounds. I don't think they're calling a foul.
Felker slow to get up as Murph will check back in.
Yep.
Things are getting pretty physical here in the latter stages of this one, a 82-69 score at this point.
Yep. Waiting for the Olivia Newton-John music to start. Alcazar comes out and fouls. Timeout Cathedral. No foul, but timeout for Cathedral.
Coach Lassiter is not happy with what he saw in that offensive possession. He will talk to his team about it. 1:56 to go here in a 82-69 Panther advantage.
Cut it down to 13. It was 22 at the half.
They've chipped away, and you know, you can't play the what-if game, but if things had gone that way in the first half, certainly.
No, definitely. The only maybes and what-ifs are in the songs that Jim Felker plays at Brothers Sports Pub on Friday nights. Middies have to, I think, come out with a sense of urgency in the first half in these challenge games. Certainly, I think it's great that they are seeking out the Bridgewater Raynhams, the Bishop Girtons, the Fontbonne Academies.
Well, iron sharpens iron, and the idea is that games like this will prepare you for the state tournament. Games like this will really test you as you get deeper into your season.
Definitely. And Middy's showing some pressure. Alisars has it. They're back. Turns her back. She makes the steal. She's striving to the hole. 1-on-1. And count it! Middy's basket. Trailing by 11. 1:40 to go here. Now it's getting really physical. The Panthers are getting knocked to the floor by some of these Middies. Steal by the Middies. Who's got the ball? Alisar. Drives to the hole. Not good, but she's getting a 2-shot foul.
Things are getting interesting here. 1:28 to go in regulation. A chance to get it into single digits on this trip to the free throw line by Al-Assad.
Looks like Felker's out. She's limping. Something wrong with her right knee.
Dracut can ill afford to lose any more players.
That's true. Can't tell, but I also think she's got a tattoo, so
this is the first. We'll get a second.
Middies have to rebound. Alcazar, go! Count the second one.
Al-Assad 1 out of 2.
So it's a 10-point ball game now. Talbot in defense. They cut Alisar.
I'm going to tell you another key after this possession.
Yep.
For the
Middies
Panthers.
don't have the foot speed out there on the court right now, but they do have the toughness. Rebound Middies. Alcazar off of the Middies. They say possession goes to the Middies.
One of the things Cathedral was doing in the latter stages of the third quarter was moving the ball around the perimeter, kind of getting deep into the shot clock and not coming away with points. They got a little hesitant in the offensive side of things, and that's what allowed the Middies to kind of chip away. 1 minute to go here, 10-point advantage. You got to do.
Felker back in the ball game, down low.
Got to create some offense here.
Al-Assad, floater, doesn't get it. Middies are boxed out on defense. They get around her. Talbot's back on defense there. Al-Assad gets called for the foul that just passed the mid-court stripe.
And that could be it for Al-Assad. I have 5 on her. So a great effort by her. We'll close the book. I'll count up her points. But what a great effort by Lamise Al-Assad tonight.
Absolutely, and she gets a strong slap on the back and on the hands by Coach Steve Talbot.
Unofficially, I have Al-Assad at 22 points, including 10 for 13 from the free throw line.
Now that's an accomplishment at any level at this point. Felker with the rebound, kicks it, tosses it away. Talbot on the defense. Middy's trying to steal, trailing by 10. And Talbot's going to take a possession foul here.
And it's going to go 1-1 for Paisley. Heja Allen Paisley will head to the line. I have her at 4. 1-1 opportunity for her. 19 fouls against both the Lady Middies.
In, out, in, back again. So that one counts. Middies trailing by 11 now with 36.5 on the clock. And for those fans who watched last Friday night's contest between the boys of Chelmsford and the boys of Dracut, the clock is capped at the scorer's table, not on the floor. And she makes 2 there. Inbound to Talbot. Talbot's going to drive. They're going to pressure her only at midcourt. They're going to let her go the length. She takes a runner. She misses it. Rebound Panthers. Talbot's going to chase. She's going to let it go. They're not going to get too aggressive. Now they're going to try to trap that
They're
basketball.
saying no foul, no foul. They're going to concede this one.
Yep. Middies trailing by 12. They're going to just dribble this. I think they're going to dribble this out. Back to Talbot. They're just going to lazily let it go. And the Middies will put up a fight in the second half, but they will lose tonight's contest with the Cathedral Panthers 84-72. So we saw a lot of good things, but ultimately not a win for the Middies.
Well, I think if you're the Middies, what you take from this game is you're never really out of it. Obviously, you want to have a faster start, and when you get used to the speed of the game and your opponent, who they're probably not used to seeing, haven't seen a team play like this since South back in the holiday tournament. But you did find some secondary scoring, as we mentioned, El Assad with 22 to complement Talbot's 30 on the night. So you got to be pleased with that. Obviously, a learning experience for this Dracut team, and again, when you look at Cathedral, got to think that they're going to be in the mix come tournament time.
No doubt in my mind. We'd like to thank Mike Dodds and our production crew this evening. Mike is the man in the truck who's freezing himself out every Friday night for us. So from Merrill Gymnasium tonight, with the score of 84-72, the Middies suffer their 8th loss of the season and will look to rebound next Friday night on Dracut Access Television, where the Haverhill Hillies invade Merrill Gymnasium for senior night. We'll see you again next Friday night. From Mark Nichols and Jason Robles, this is Dracut Access Television. Good night, Middies.